Hey, Dace Secular audience. The Dace Man has been hijacked by terrorists again. So I decided to wander on in here and take over the show. And I brought my Iowa boys with me, so this is an Iowan takeover. With me today, from the greater Waterloo metropolitan area, Travis Sullivan.
I'm a celebrity.
And also joining from where music was born, Jefferson Brown.
Hi.
I don't know if music was really born in Des Moines, but it works.
Sure.
So we have a fun-filled evening for you guys, talking about stuff like sports and weird news, you know, the usual, but with us. So it's better. Not really. Well, maybe a little better. So let's just get into sports, so I shut up. And yes, for all you faithful listeners, I did change the theme music a little bit. I thought the other one was a little boring, thought I'd spice it up. Not really, I got bored and wanted to do things. Anyway, let's talk about NHL standings, shall we? Which I know nothing about, but I know how to read. So, we see the Montreal Canadiens and the New York Rangers, with the Rangers leading 2-0 in this series. They probably play sometime soon if this link worked. Awkward silence, awkward silence, awkward silence. Okay, that link didn't work. So, they play again. And then on the flip side, we see the Chicago Blackhawks taking on the LA Kings. Chicago leads that series 1-0. Isn't that some exciting stuff?
Probably.
You guys watch any hockey?
No.
No?
No hockey. Sports? No.
Oh.
No.
Well, then let's move on to the NBA playoffs. Woo! Where the Miami Heat are taking on the Indiana Pacers, and they are tied in their series 1-1. Isn't that fun? I didn't mean to rhyme there. I feel so bad. And then on the other side of that, we see the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the San Antonio Spurs, with the Spurs leading that one 1-0. There'll be a lot more playing and stuff going on, and I'm sure when the Days Man gets back, he can cover it a lot better than I just did. Anything to add, guys? Anything? Not even low?
Sports are fun.
Yeah, there we go.
They're good exercise.
So let's keep rolling so we can get out of this segment. Baseball, that's Dace and Gibby's topic. So probably some along the lines of the Phillies are sucking terribly. They can't win a game. They probably came close once and then lost. That kind of stuff. And then the only news I have for the NFL, and it's because I'm a Vikings fan, but the 2018 Super Bowl, I think it's Super Bowl 52? 52? That sound right? Somebody just say
I believe you.
Yeah, all right.
Sure.
Will be held in the new stadium in Minneapolis. That's the closest the Vikings will ever be to a Super Bowl. That's exciting for me. We
can actually go.
Yeah, except for...
It's probably going to be god-awful expensive.
Yeah, you might want to get your tickets now. Actually, I think they're already promoting, like, buy your private suite now. Private suite? I can maybe afford a chair of the private suite. Maybe.
Poor people don't go to the Super Bowl. Rich people go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, like those old guys that have never missed a Super Bowl. Good for you guys. I've been busy trying to afford rent.
I was talking more about people who don't watch football, and they're just like, it was so real. I was there. I saw them kick the ball. It was great.
But that is all the sports news I have. You guys have any sports news? Anything? Nothing?
Not even a little bit.
Well, that's okay. 'Cause we don't have to because we're not a sports show. We just kind of read standings and move on. So let's move on to weird news with Jefferson. And I have a new clip for this, too. Whee!
Oh, boy. Exciting.
Wasn't it, though?
The enthusiasm it inspires.
My audio editing skills are a little rough, but, you know, it got there.
Yeah, it did the job. Well, anyway, we'll start things off with the FBI chief says anti-marijuana policy hinders the hiring of cyber experts. So essentially, they haven't been able to hire the best and brightest from America because a lot of hackers smoke pot. So they're doing away with that to combat the Chinese military hacking threat.
Huh.
Yeah. Travis, what do you think of that?
Are you smoking pot, Travis?
They could hire me, but because I don't smoke pot, but I also don't hack, so...
Well, you have opportunities. They want people who are good at stuff.
That are not on the marijuanas.
Well, you can be now.
Oh. Well.
Good at stuff may be a stretch of my abilities.
Maybe if you start smoking, you'll learn how to hack.
Pretty sure I saw a movie like that once.
Yeah, it's like a superpower you get.
Yeah.
Just because they started Angelina Jolie does not mean they were smoking pot.
Well, that doesn't mean they weren't. All right. Arizona High School dedicates yearbook pages to pregnant students.
What?
I'm
sorry.
What?
Just go on, continue.
Sorry. Apparently, a high school. This is shitty news. Has enough pregnancies to warrant a whole page in their yearbook dedicated to them, and it is causing an uproar because, you know...
Oh, shit!
Yeah.
Like, yay, you got pregnant in high school! Woo!
Well, we're all, we're just moving backwards.
Let's celebrate you and your awesome life choices.
I personally feel that's a little sexist because a man can't make that page.
Well, maybe they'll do like a couple section where you guys won't be together after graduation. Yay for leaving your baby.
No, there was a picture of one male student hugging the belly of a pregnant female classmate.
Was he the baby daddy?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Was he just a freak that likes to hug pregnant women's bellies?
I don't know.
There's a lot of those out there. Freaks, that is.
Freaks. Probably normal people too, but just assume they're all freaks.
I don't leave my basement, so I don't know.
That's all right. The Duggars family, speaking of pregnancy, they were the people who have 19 kids. They have a show on TLC, apparently. 19 kids and counting. They are apparently trying for their 20th. They went to a fertility doctor recently.
Can you run out of fertility? Like, after so many kids, your body's like, no, you should stop.
Yeah, she's 47, and the doctor is saying that you can see pregnancies when you're 47, 48, 49, 50, but it's unusual, and the risk of birth defects goes up at that age. 47. So it's probably not a good idea, but I don't think these people make good ideas, to be honest with you.
Think of the tax rebate they get.
Think of the taxes.
They probably get a lot of money.
Apparently, she was pregnant with her 20th child in 2011, but she suffered a miscarriage, so that could be a good indication maybe you should stop. But I don't know. Whatever works for you.
Yeah, I guess.
There's a picture of her with all her kids. There's a lot of kids. 19.
Does it say what the husband does for a living? I'm assuming she doesn't work because she's been busy just being pregnant. But what does he do for a job? He's got to be loaded.
I don't know. I'd have to look it up, and I really don't want to. But they have a TLC show, so I'm assuming that helps quite a bit. Oh,
well, but when the show probably started when they had, 15 kids, 16, 17?
I don't know. Well, the name of the show is 19 Kids and Counting, so maybe the show is pressuring them to have more children. Get the viewers.
Yeah.
We're losing viewers. Get more kids. They could always adopt.
That's cheating. Can't adopt.
Yeah, you could.
I mean, they could fake her being pregnant and then adopt and be like, look at this kid. Somehow it's aged 2 years. I don't know how that happened.
TV magic. That's how it happened.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Recap.
Adoption works for Angelina Jolie, mentioning her for the second time for some reason.
Someone's in love. I don't blame you. Alrighty then. A crocodile was injured by a falling accountant in Russia today. Or not today. Yesterday.
A falling accountant?
Yeah. let's see, I think it was a road trip in northern Russia. It was snoozing, the crocodile was snoozing on the floor when a tour bus hit a bump in the road, triggering an unfortunate chain of events that caused a 120-kilogram female passenger, I don't know how much that is in pounds, to be thrown into the crocodile. And said crocodile vomited for hours afterwards.
Huh. Poor little crocodile.
Yeah, both sustained shock and minor injuries, but the crocodile, named Fedya, apparently fared worse than the accountant. He vomited for 3 hours after the accidental full body slam. But he ended up being okay, I guess. So, good for him.
She just dropped the people's elbow on the crocodile and he couldn't take it.
Well, I don't know, 120 kilograms. If I was good at stuff and memorized how to switch those over.
I can ask my phone.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, Google now. What is 120 kilograms in pounds?
The suspense is killing me. It's killing Travis. You can tell over there.
Whoa! That's a big lady.
How much is it?
You said 120 kilograms, right?
Correct.
That is a 264.5-pound lady.
Oh, the poor crocodile.
That is practically a mammoth.
Could have killed it.
That is
Could have
big.
killed a dinosaur via body slam.
That's a smaller lady than me.
You're a big lady, Travis. Practically a mammoth.
Travis, you could kill a crocodile via body slam if you wanted to.
So if a crocodile's ever coming at you, Travis, you know what to do. Jump on it.
From a height.
From a height.
Yeah, probably not from ground level.
Oh, we got a caller.
Oh, good.
Of course we got a caller. And call. Click. You're on the air, caller.
How you doing, guys?
Oh, who let him in? I did. I totally
know you did. I know you did. You guys cannot allow a show to be there without me. I made the show.
We're in the middle of your segment.
I know. Did you guys hear about the bees?
I was going to talk about that, not anymore. Son of a bitch.
Do it.
No, it's yours. Take it.
Well, it was up in down in Delaware, just south of Dace Man. A tractor trailer load of bees fell over, and bees were everywhere. So it was about 20 million bumblebees or honeybees or whatever the hell they are, flying everywhere. Apparently, the driver and 2 passengers got stung 50 to 100 times a pop. And they apparently ran for over a mile to get away from the bees. But man, was it crazy.
Maybe that's where Dace is. You got to text our
Yeah,
bees.
Dace showed by and he said it looked crazy.
So where'd the bees come from? They were in a... Why did they have all these bees?
Basically, the bees are used to pollinate or cross-pollinate all the little stuff down there, like the crops and crap. I don't know. So they're let loose to fertilize or reproduct or whatever the hell they do down there. And that's why they were being transferred down there, because apparently the bee population is having a lot of issues with hive destruction by some kind of disease or some shit. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't have my articles in front of me, so I don't know.
Well, that was interesting.
I know.
Might even say weird.
Nope, I wasn't going to say weird.
No?
Nope, you see truckloads of bees taking out people all the time.
No, that is pretty damn normal. In fact, I have a truckload of bees just outside.
Well, just make sure it doesn't tip over, Jeff.
You can't tell me what to do, Frank.
I try. I can tell you what to do. You just don't have to listen, I guess.
Ah, fair enough. Logic again wins the day.
That happens.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. He's an agreeable guy.
You can feel the energy in this conversation, everyone.
So much energy. So much energy. It's just glowing and vibrating through my body.
You can tell he's done this before.
Thanks for noticing me.
Oh,
There you go.
And he's gone.
Oh, good.
I could have said bye.
Nah.
But thanks, Gibby, for enlightening us with your presence.
With the bees. There goes one of my stores.
Bees.
Oh, jeez. That's okay. It's not that cool.
It was kind of cool.
No, it was pretty cool, but my story was not cool.
I'm still intrigued with the 206-pound lady dropping the people's elbow on a crocodile.
I don't know, sometimes you just gotta fucking fight a crocodile, I guess.
Well, evidently they're just a little squishy beyond the giant mouth of Teeth of Doom.
Well, when you're Russian, you do what you want.
That's true.
Well, if you're... That's probably not true at all. In fact, it's probably...
In my experience, crocodiles are fine. It's the stingrays that'll get you.
Ooh. Too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon.
I'm glad we all thought of the same joke. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Anyway, McDonald's has introduced a new Happy Meal character, and it's scaring the
What is it?
You hear beeping? I hear beeping.
I accidentally hit a button. Don't mind me.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
The character is named Happy, and it's inspiring a bit of a different emotion than its namesake.
Inspiring children or kids, children, to be happy, and that's the problem? Is that what I'm getting?
No, it's inspiring fear. It's terrifying. It is basically a Happy Meal box with a giant gaping mouth and eyes that stare into your soul.
Do you have a picture?
I do have a picture.
You should share the picture.
I will try to do that.
I don't really know how to operate this terrible, terrible Skype thing.
Me either. I don't Skype much.
Well, by Skype thing, I mean the stupid Skype app that Microsoft decided I needed to have on my laptop, even though I downloaded Skype, and that would have been just fine, but no. That didn't work.
Did you get the picture?
No, well, I did, but I don't know how to look at it because I don't understand this Skype thing still at all.
Technology is terrifying. Travis, could you weigh in on this? Technology is terrifying.
On technology being terrifying? Technology is just dumb.
Jeff, can you do me a favor and put it in the Facebook chat? So I can...
yeah, if I was on Facebook.
You're not on Facebook. Wait!
Anyway.
Hey! Check that out.
It's got Gumby arms and Gumby legs, and it's just a big, photoshopped mouth with a tongue, very large teeth. It's pretty scary looking. I'll have to agree with them. Ronald McDonald is scary because he's a clown, but this is just a little, like you're eating your Happy Meal and you're happy, and it's just like, yes, happy. So happy to be at McDonald's, and then your box comes alive and eats you.
That's a real thing?
Yes. They'll probably get rid of it because it's fucking terrifying. McDonald's had hoped that this friendlier mascot would bring attention to that they're offering like low-fat yogurt with their Happy Meals and shit. And milk and juice and water instead of delicious, delicious Coca-Cola. But I don't really think that's going to happen with this little devil creature.
I like him.
Why do you like him?
I don't know. Makes me want to eat a Happy Meal.
Are you sure that's not just you wanting to eat a Happy Meal?
That could be me wanting to eat a Happy Meal.
Happy Meals are good, and the boxes were always cool. But now I'll always be afraid that they're going to come to life. And the eye placement is what worries me.
Oh.
I hear you typing. Alrighty.
You are not Jefferson Airplane.
No. There was a Connecticut dropout had made a bomb threat to hide the fact that she dropped out from her family at her graduation ceremony. Daniel Shea, 22, of Quincy, Massachusetts, made the threats after arriving at the graduation ceremony in cap and gown with her mother, who did not know that she had dropped out. She panicked when relatives noticed her name was on the list of graduates, police said. So she called in a bomb threat, and then when the university didn't move the graduation ceremony, she called in another.
That's a good way to stop things.
Yeah, well, they just moved it down the road, basically. And she was easily tracked by the police because she used her fucking cell phone like a dumb fucking kid. And
6-7 that stuff, man. I think it's star 6-7. Does that still work?
I don't know. I'm not a high school girl anymore.
I am.
Let's see.
Like, oh my god.
Shea was charged with threatening in the first degree and falsely reporting an incident. She was detained at police headquarters on a $20,000 bond and scheduled to appear in court in Meriden on May 30th.
Now, what a twist it would have been had there really been a bomb.
Yeah.
She would have accidentally heroed all over the place.
There's a picture of her. She looks pretty bummed, I would imagine.
Are you going to share the picture?
I guess, yeah, sure.
And you share the pictures, then I share them on Facebook for the masses?
Oh, that's the point of that.
For the millions.
That seems logical.
And millions.
Let me get on Facebook.
Of the Rock's friends.
Millions and millions. You know, speaking of wrestling, I watched a highlight reel of CM Punk's announcing duties. God, that guy's awesome. Not that you know, but...
I know he's awesome.
He is awesome, and he's funny. And he should be on this show, because he's better than all of us.
Can we get him on the show?
Oh,
Who's
well...
in charge of celeb detail?
Travis?
I don't even know who you're talking about.
But you're
famous man.
You're in charge of celeb detail.
Okay.
Yeah.
This girl is 23.
What?
Yeah. 22, I think.
And her parents didn't know that she was kind of doomed for high school?
Maybe she...
Well, no, she's in college.
Did she not tell them?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking high school, too.
My mistake. If I said high school, but...
I don't
that
think
makes
so,
sense now.
But...
Well, you know, you can hide it from your parents for only so long. And then go to jail for God knows how long, for almost causing a riot or something like that, you know? Mayhem. All right. So there was a study that found that a drunk fish can be quite persuasive to the other fish in the tank. Researchers found that inbreeding drunk zebrafish convince clearhead fish to follow them around because their erratic behavior is perceived as a boldness trait.
Guys, come over here. Come here. I got something to show you over here. Going over here. Over here.
So the more bold the fish, the more high the social status among the fish. So there's a cool crowd. They're drunk.
Yeah. I don't think that really works with people. You see a drunk guy meandering over somewhere, you normally don't follow him.
Well, underwater you can... I guess meandering, and it's kind of different, because if you fall down, you're still underwater, so it's just kind of float over here.
If there's a drunk guy in a lake, I definitely wouldn't follow him.
I guess how they made the fish drunk is they basically put alcohol in water with the fish, so it was...
Breathing alcohol?
Yeah, let's say marinating, and then they threw it back into just regular, clean American water and let it do its thing with the other fish and social experiments. If we were underwater, we should be drunk. Apparently.
Do fish have livers?
I'd assume so.
Would they be able to process alcohol very well?
I don't know. I can't imagine the fish was doing much afterwards, but I guess, I don't know.
It's got to be a rough hangover, man. You can't You can't just lay there and veg out and try to get on hungover. You just kind of float there.
Maybe it's better. I don't know. You're the one with a waterbed.
Yeah, but I haven't been, like, inside the bladder on top.
Well, maybe you should try it.
All right.
Get a snorkel and get drunk and report back. Aaron's got that spare waterbed. This is a good plan, I think.
It's a plan.
Yeah, it's a plan. Anyway, speaking of alcohol, there was a man busted in Tennessee for trying to have sex with an ATM. Let's see. He entered the bar on Friday night, dropped his pants and underwear, and attempted to have sex with an ATM machine, police reported.
It's a really odd type of prostitution.
Well, yeah, I suppose.
Was the ATM looking for it? Was giving him the eye? Winking at him?
Oh, he just thought his dick was a good line of credit, I'm assuming. He's 49-year-old Lonnie Hutton.
Lonnie?
Yeah. Looks like a Lonnie. Whatever Lonnie looks like. A creepy bald man. Let's see. An officer was dispatched to the bar where a witness said Hutton walked to the ATM and pulled down his pants and underwear, exposing his genitalia. Mr. Hutton then attempted to have sexual intercourse with the ATM. After his encounter with the ATM, Hutton then began to walk nude around the bar, thrusting his hips in the air.
Ha! Gay!
Just a bit. He was then escorted outside the bar, where he was told to sit at this wooden picnic table. But once outside the bar, he allegedly exposed himself again and engaged in sexual intercourse with the wooden picnic table.
Huh.
Splinters. That would be my thought. Splinters. He was booked for public talks, and he was only held on a $250 bond, but he, I guess, didn't have the money.
Huh.
Speaking of Tennessee City is attempting to criminalize saggy pants. Pikeville, Tennessee is sending residents a new ordinance banning saggy pants. The city council unanimously approved the measure during its first reading. And if the law is passed, anyone wearing pants more than 3 inches below the top of their hips will be fined $25 for the first offense, and not more than $50 for repeated offenses. Let's see. According to them, they say it's not a fashion measure, it's a health issue. They say there's evidence indicating wearing saggy pants is injurious, that's the word, to the health of the wearer, as it causes improper gait.
What?
Yeah, you walk funny.
Improper gait.
Yeah. They didn't elaborate, however, on the specific scientific evidence that they are referencing, so...
Like, if something was to go down, you'd be harder to run away from?
I guess it's bad for you walking in the building. I don't know. I'm assuming it's more black people are scary.
It might. That's a stereotype.
That is a stereotype.
I've seen a lot of white people sagging their trousers too. But, well, maybe it is not, because you kind of have to, like, have your legs kind of weirdly bowed out or however they do it, and listen to rap music. It's all bad things for your health.
Rap is bad for your health.
It is.
So I'm told, from a scientific
Studies have shown.
Study that I will not elaborate on at this time.
But there are studies that have shown.
And I will finish, with a bit of uplifting news.
All right.
Tara, the hero cat who saved the kid from the rabid dog that I told you about. Travis, did you hear about this at all?
I sure did.
You did?
Yeah.
Good. Well,
good he's still alive. Travis, that is not. Well, yeah, go on.
The hero cat got to throw the first pitch at a minor league baseball game.
What?
and the crowd was they crowd cheered the boy and the cat as it tried to throw the pitch, but it's a fucking cat. So the owner grabbed the cat's hand and kind of hit the hand against the ball to throw the pitch.
Now, why didn't they take the simpler approach and give the kid a little red pointer, shine it on the ball? The cat would be pushing the ball all the way down and or around, but it would have at least went after the ball.
Well, they attached it to a string first to try to get it to do it, but I'm assuming, well, it's a fucking cat in the middle of the stadium, so it's not going to be exactly cooperative.
Well, right. I mean, besides the obvious who decided this was a good idea and who the hell went along with it, but, again, red pointy. Laser point.
What's a heroic story for a generation?
It's a cat.
It's a hero cat.
It's a cat.
Hero cat.
It's a cat.
I'm watching the video right now. It fucks that dog up. It just runs up and
it's a cat
dog
that attacked a dog. I mean, yeah, circumstance makes it look heroic, but when you get down to it, it's a cat that attacked a dog.
Only, well, you haven't watched the video still, but it goes back to checking the kid after chasing the dog away. It's the hero cat. I believe it.
If you want to be truly cynical about this, the fact of the matter is animals fight all the time, every day. It's only the fact that there's a human involved that the cat's a hero.
Thank you.
That
was said better than what I was trying to say, but that's the point I was trying to get along to.
Well, what other situation would there be a hero in a fight if not defending someone?
I don't know. Maybe the cat's defending another cat. No one would care.
No,
maybe
well, that's just like a tree falls in the woods, doesn't make a sound kind of thing.
No, I've seen a cat fight for with another cat. Nobody was a hero.
I see it all the time.
That's true. Did the kid have any food?
No, the kid was just playing with his bike, his little teeny bike, and the dog spots him and runs over and says, "Fuck you, kid." And then the cat sees this commotion and says, "Fuck you, dog," and chases the dog off. It's very exciting.
Not, oh, look, an angry dog. Now I'm angry, too. Rawr. No mention of kid or anything like that. Just animal instinct of, hey, you're angry and near me. I want to get the jump on you before you eat me.
Can't you guys just enjoy a little happiness in your lives? A little good news for once?
I don't get good news.
Can't a cat just be a hero for one day?
Yeah, okay. Hooray for the life-saving cat.
It did save the life, though.
You did good. So
that doggy ripped into that kid's leg.
But why not like make a statue of the cat then, instead of trying to have it throw the first pitch in a base?
Oh, it's definitely silly, but it's just drum up attention for the minor league game, which they don't even mention. So, oh wait, no, they do. Bakersfield Blaze game. So that's something you didn't talk about in sports. So shame on you. But yeah, that would be ending the weird news, and it was something. It was definitely something.
It was something. Definitely something. And your voice is a lot better than Gibby's.
Oh, good.
So you have that. Nice, soothing. You actually used real words.
I thought he did pretty good with his call-in.
Yeah, it's not really that fun to make fun of him when he's not here. It doesn't have the same effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So moving on to... Jeff, introduce my corner. I feel bad if I introduce my own corner.
Well, gather round, children. For today comes stories from Frank Ward. Stories from the corner of his room. What is the topic?
Facts.
Facts from the corner of his room.
Good enough. Moving on. right, welcome to Frank's Corner, where I drop some knowledge on you. I Google it so you don't have to, but this time, we're going to talk about Google. Because I got some facts that are going to make you want to quit your job right now and go work for Google. In fact, I've already quit. I'm applying right now.
That was one of my life plans, yeah.
So here's a list of facts or reasons why you should work for Google. One thing is free food. One of the best perks is free food. There are several cafes and snacks rooms located throughout the Google's huge campus, and employees can eat all the food they want whenever they want, 24/7. This leads to many new employees packing on some pounds, taking advantage of this perk. It's called the Google 15. But
I would be doing that. I'm pretty good at packing on the pounds nowadays.
Not to mention how much you probably get paid anyway. But along top of that, you don't have to really worry about bringing lunch to work.
It's probably good food. Got caterers and dedicated chefs. The finest.
I would be okay with being a chef for Google, so...
I would be okay with being a lunch lady for Google.
I'd be okay being a janitor for Google.
Yeah, janitor is what I would prefer, actually, but I didn't want to. I wanted to stay on topic.
Hairnets are kind of a type thing.
I would prefer to work for Google in my degree field, but I doubt that would happen either, so...
So another reason, if that wasn't enough, they provide sleep pods. While napping in most places of business would probably get you fired, Google actually provides its employees with sleep pods. So if you've been working all day on a hard project and just feeling drained and need a nap, you can slip away and relax in one and recharge. How is that not awesome?
It's not bad.
I take naps at work all the time.
But is it in an awesome sleep pod?
No, generally just wherever someone's not going to see me.
I've fallen asleep in a closet or two. That's kind of similar.
No, the sleep pod is round and not closet-esque.
I don't believe you. In fact...
Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do.
Oh, I see. Oh, hey, yeah, I saw the internship movie, and those things are there. Yep. That was a bad movie, by the way, if anyone's wondering.
What movie?
The Internship, a.k.a. this is a Google commercial.
No, I've been on
Vince Vaughn and the other guy from Wedding Crashes.
Oh,
Owen
yeah.
Wilson?
Owen Wilson, there you go.
How do you forget Owen Wilson?
Oh, I don't know. I can remember Luke Wilson. He's kind of cool. He's on
So
that
is Owen
70s show.
Wilson.
Nah, they're both pretty cool. And they were both on that 70s show.
Was Owen Wilson really on that 70s show?
I think... Oh, no, I'm thinking of Danny Masterson's brother.
Okay.
Names.
Are you guys done? Yeah?
No.
Okay, then. Another reason that you should work for Google is they have game rooms. Yeah, game rooms. You can play some ping pong. There are several game rooms spread out throughout the Googleplex for employees to spend a little time blowing off steam. So they got ping pong, foosball, pool table, and video games. The picture here has a weird tube TV. I don't know why Google would have a tube TV. Beginning to think I'm lied to here.
The internet, it doesn't lie.
No, I know it
Google
doesn't.
invented the internet, and Google doesn't lie on the internet.
Honestly, though, not to kill the vibes of it, but just because they have all these things does not mean that there's time in your workday to actually do any of it.
Yeah, there is. Well, for one, the free food's at 24/7.
Well, I mean, that's true, but, like...
And the game room, I'm sure you could probably go there after work, too.
My new job has a game room, but I would much rather go home when I'm off work.
Well, that's why you need to make some friends and hang out in the game room.
That's why you need to work for Google.
And work for Google. And another reason you should work for Google is you get free haircuts.
I need a haircut.
If you're if you work for Google and you're just too busy to leave the Googleplex, they have a free haircut mobile RV. It's called On-Site Haircuts. How about them apples?
Some programmers have long hair.
And smoke a lot of pot. Doesn't mean they might not want to trim, all right?
For sure.
I don't know. Not a lot of the people at my place have long hair, except me, but that's because I'm lazy.
You hippie.
You got the beard yet?
I'm working on it.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Bet your beard's excited.
My beard is excited.
How would it talk through your mouth?
Well, you'd have to assume so.
Yeah. I mean, it would share your mouth, I'm assuming.
That'd be an awkward struggle.
Well, you would never really know who's talking then. So maybe the beard is talking for Travis right now, and we'll never know.
Maybe Travis has been beard the whole time. Travis never really existed. It was all his beard.
Well, his beard's pretty cool then. Sucks to be just Travis, but...
True. Anyway, moving forward again, and this may be the number one reason to ever work for Google, but they have a Google Chrome ball pit. You guys get that? They have a ball pit.
Just of like the Chrome like logo balls?
No, not according to the picture. I think that's just what they call the ball pit. It's the Chrome ball pit. But you can just bring your laptop in, jump into the balls, and do laptop-y things. I don't know why you'd bother bringing your laptop in, because you'd be too busy having fun in the ball pit, but they have a ball pit.
And you can search for heroin at the bottom.
And poop.
Oh,
and McDonald's food.
Even though it was Hardee's that had a ball pit. So weird.
I miss the ball pits at Hardee's. Good times.
Who doesn't?
Terrorists.
I've never been to one.
Terrorists. Well,
both Hardee's had it.
Yep.
In our town that no one knows what we're talking about. But there was 2 Hardee's in this town, and both of them had ball pits.
I'm sure they had Hardee's elsewhere with ball pits.
Until the dark days came, where now they don't exist.
Yeah, because it wasn't our Hardee's that had heroin.
No.
It was somewhere else.
Well, some McDonald's still have ball pits.
They ruined it for everybody.
Yeah, everybody does.
So,
stupid junkies.
On top of everything else Google has available to you, they also have laundry facilities. Yay! So far, what I'm getting out of this is you can pretty much live in Google.
I think Google is your new family if you work there. You don't go home.
Yeah, maybe that's the thing it's not telling us here is once you start working for Google, you don't leave the Googleplex.
I was going to say, can live on Google, are required to, same thing. Same thing.
You can check in, but you can't check out kind of stuff. You can check in anytime you'd like, but you can never leave. That was more the reference I wanted. But moving on.
I love the Eagles, just in case anyone didn't get that reference.
Darn kids.
Youths.
Googlers can spend up to 20% of their work week working on whatever special project they want to. So this means they can spend a whole day a week not doing the regular work, but instead working on a pet project during work hours instead of having to do it in their off time. How's that?
That's dangerous, though, because if you use company property to make something and it ends up being really cool, Google can claim that.
And that's probably their plan is, here, yeah, go ahead, work on that little thing. That's really cool. That's mine. Thank you. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you.
Good guy, Jonathan.
It's still neat.
The idea.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, the idea is cool. I mean, just the amount of resources that I have at my jobs that I don't have at home would help a lot if I had 20% of my work week to do that.
So, also, I'm really getting the vibe you just don't leave Google. It has on-site medical. So it's got a doctor's office.
That's probably where they put the chip in. And
All right, get your vaccines. Here you go.
I'm sure Google is like the Stepford Wives.
We know where you are.
I'm not really sure if they're robots or just being controlled.
Yeah.
It's like a shock collar type of chip. If you go past a certain point, it's over.
If you even look at Bing, oh God.
But who would want to?
I've been using Bing rewards lately.
What?
It's nice.
You heathen.
No, you just Google or you just Bing.
Yeah, nobody says that because it's dumb.
You just Bing like 30 web pages, and you get points for it, and then you add these points up and get free rewards. Woo! Well, you have to work for them, so I guess they're not free. But the idea is it's practically free money. Free, typing A, then B, then C, then D. That's what I do anyway. There's programs you can download. You have options like Amazon gift cards or like Starbucks cards or Redbox, stuff like that.
Right, but we're talking about Google right now.
Yeah.
Superior white meat. That didn't come out the way I thought it would. Anyway, another perk of working for Google.
How did you think it was going to come out?
Don't question me. I'm a radio personality. I don't have to think before I talk. Anyway, moving on. Reason to work for Google is free electric cars. No, they don't just give everybody an electric car. But it's more like if you need to run somewhere since you don't have a car of your own because you live in the Googleplex and for some reason you want to escape to maybe catch a movie, they let you borrow the car for a few hours at a time. Yep.
So the illusion of an escape.
Yep. But it's an electric car, so you're not...
I'm sure it's self-driving, too, so you get to, like, the city limits, and it just says, no, you're going to turn around. Silly worker. You don't get to leave.
Silly mortal. What were you thinking? You can't leave us.
You are one, we are many.
Either that or it just explodes if you get more than, 20 miles away. Like, no warning, just...
That might happen anyway.
Another reason to live at Google, they have pools. A nice lap pool so you can get in some shape, if you want to swim back and forth for a while. And they even provide a lifeguard to make sure nobody drowns themselves intentionally to try to escape. I mean, to make sure nobody gets hurt.
Do people actually work at Google, or do they just enjoy the fruits of the search labor?
I'll let you know when I get that far in life.
We probably won't be allowed to talk to you.
No, probably not.
You won't be allowed to contact the outside world once you become Google. One of us.
Speaking of Google, by the way, Apple was dethroned by Google as the world's most valuable brand.
Woo! Go Google.
Woo! I have an iPhone.
I have a droid.
I have Samsung Galaxy.
I have a droid that listens to my every command, and nobody else's. Except for that one guy that got it to work, and I was very upset with him. Somebody correct my OK Google. I was very upset. Felt betrayed.
Your voice is similar to some other guys.
He only got it once. So
just
maybe
one time.
So maybe she was a little groggy, not completely paying attention, just kind of said yeah, because she didn't let him do anything else. But still, it's kind of like getting to first base with my phone. I didn't really appreciate it. Anyway, back to the point of things to do while you're living at Google and not allowed to contact or contract the outside world. They have a conference bike. So you guys can ride around together, probably in the parking lot not too far away, and work on your ideas. I'll actually read the caption. Google provides a whole fleet of bikes to its employees so they can get around with the large campus faster without having to drive. They also provide these really cool conference bikes as team building exercise for new employees. They can seat 5 people and require everyone to cooperate to move it around.
See, in the movie, for team building, they played fucking Quidditch, it was stupid as fuck.
Well, they have a 5-person bike.
That would make probably more sense than Quidditch.
Okay, but my company that I'm working at right now, and I realize that not everyone knows who I am, so I should probably mention that I am in college for software engineering, and I just started an internship in programming. So this is similar to what I do when we're talking about Google. My company, however, we have a keg sitting in the kitchen that I have access to at any point in my workday. So,
what's it full of?
Yeah.
I don't actually know. I looked at it. It didn't have any names. It just says the company name on it.
Are you sure it's not a trap? Like they put that there to see who the alcoholics are?
No, because I saw the CEO walking around with a beer.
But that's a CEO.
Well, yeah, that's why I haven't done it yet, but still.
Maybe that's the key to promotion, finding the guy that has enough balls to be like, yeah, I'll have a beer at work. So the worst that can happen is you get fired. The best thing is you get promoted.
I'll
That's
take my
definitely
chances.
the two options.
Yeah, kind of how it all works. But hey, you find out. But on the plus side, you get a free cup of beer that you might have to slam while they're trying to fire you.
And may or may not be shit beer.
Yeah, well, yeah, Busch Light or something.
Milwaukee's best.
Spendy.
I know, right?
Other conveniences you will find while you live for, serve, and love Google is they have an ergonomic center. It may not sound that neat, or if you don't know what ergonomic means, to be fair, I really don't, but I read this thing, so now I kind of understand it. But,
well, Google is telling me about it right now, so I'll get it back to you.
No, they pretty much make personal everything for you. They make sure your laptop fits you right, your cell phone, desk chair, keyboard, mouse, shoes probably. Like, they just make sure everything is comfortable.
Yes.
For you. So yeah.
Ergonomics is a science that deals with designing and arranging things so that people can use them easily and safely.
See?
Yeah, but ergonomic keyboards are confusing.
But it's made for you.
Well,
you.
Not the ones that you can buy in stores.
But the one that Google makes for you is for you.
Fair enough.
They're nice guys there.
Yeah, and on top of it all, if you're working at Google, they have massages, a massage room. So if you're stressed out after not being able to leave the Googleplex, you can pay, this one actually charges. It says pay a small fee.
Probably just some sperm or eggs or something, you know. I can clone Moria.
Blood. Yeah, that's possible. That's why nobody ever notices when somebody goes missing, because it's just a clone.
Yeah.
Google has all their memories.
Has technology.
Google has all their memories backed up on a hard drive somewhere anyway, so they just kind of plug the new chip in. There you go. You are now suddenly Jonathan.
Is Google a Doctor Who villain? Kind of sounds like it.
They might be. But, now this one weirds me out a little bit, but they have those fancy Japanese toilets.
The bidet?
Bidet, there you go. Yeah, they got buttons so you can spray your rear end.
Apparently that's wonderful.
Yeah, options for front and rear cleaning.
Oh,
and
geez,
a dryer.
car wash. Ooh.
And there's a button for something that I don't know what it means, but it's a button called wand cleaning.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, chew on that a little bit.
It gets dirty in places, I suppose.
So, Travis, your number one mission when you start working for Google, you're going to push that button. You're going to push that button so hard, you're going to tell us what it does.
We might just have to go find ourselves a Google campus and find out what it does before I get a job there.
What were they called? Wand cleaners?
Wand cleaning. Are you Googling it?
Maybe.
You're taking the mystery out of this all.
I won't tell you about it.
No,
you just
now that I
know.
But once I know you know, then I'm going to want to know.
Well, you might not want to know. I haven't found it yet.
It's better if we're all in the unknown or all in the know. You know,
Okay.
you dig. All right, and the last perk thing that I have for while you're serving your life, or what's left of it, at Google before they replace you with your clone because you decided you wanted to have a better life and run. They have community gardens. So if you want to get outside and see the real world, they have a nice little garden that you can go and relax and work in. And they also grow food in that garden, which you eat when you eat from the Google cafeteria. And the extras either get donated to the food banks, or the employees can take some home with them, I assume to the apartment on the Googleplex.
I would assume so, but I don't know.
And for the first time in history, I semi-have sources for where this stuff came from.
Good job.
Because this site sourced their stuff.
You should send a link with the Facebook. There you go.
I can't let you know my secrets.
I want to know.
But anyway, sources came from the Huffington Post, the Biz Journals, which I wonder how credible that is, and How Stuff Works.
Fascinating.
Isn't that neat?
It is neat.
So that's the facts for today. You feel knowledged? Do you?
A little bit.
Do you?
I feel a little more knowledge than I normally would.
All right.
Strangely powerful.
So, with that, then we might as well roll on into celebrity news with Travis Sullivan. I do want to say, though, sadly, I do not have another clip to keep the theme. As I pointed out before.
City of Evil.
So, we're going to play...
Just imagine that song.
We're going to play this for Travis. It goes on for a while, so I had to kill it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for the best ending.
So, where to start?
Celebrities.
Derek Whibley, who is the lead singer of former celebrities, Sum 41, had a brush with death. He's in the hospital. Said something. And then the article mentions Fat Lip because it's probably the only song anyone ever remembers from Sum 41. That wasn't as exciting as I was hoping it would be. Let's see.
He looks old in that picture.
He is old. They are old. Old?
Yeah, well.
Oh, the 90s.
Fat Lip was what, 2001? Yeah, 2001. And
In Too Deep is apparently a song.
In Too Deep is a song, also on the 2001 album, All Killer No Filler, I believe, is what it was. I could be wrong, though. I don't actually know.
Yeah.
It's been years since I've actually owned a Sum 41 CD. In other news, we're just going to start off with rock because it's news that I actually read on my free time and didn't have to look up for this.
I want rock! Sorry, I had a moment.
The lead singer of the alternative rock band from Britain or somewhere not America because they have accents, Arctic Monkeys is...
Good band.
They are good, but he's being kind of a little bitch because he has to co-headline a festival with Metallica. He does not believe that Metallica belongs at the festival. I think no matter how much more I like Arctic Monkeys than Metallica, he needs to realize who Metallica is, and they can go wherever they want and headline a festival.
Who the Arctic Monkeys are.
Right.
Know your place, boy.
Well, it is kind of odd that they're playing co-headlining. There's like Arctic Monkeys and Metallica are like, one's kind of quieter and smoother, and the other's Metallica.
there's a lot of weird co-headlining that go on. I mean, Korn co-headlined a day with The Offspring. Also co-headlining a day at Rock USA this year with Three Doors Down. I mean...
Three Doors Down still does things?
Three Doors Down does do deals. We're going to give up on that sentence right now. All right. Moving on, I had something else. I don't remember what it was.
You can talk about...
Hey, I will talk about what I have planned to talk about. We are on rock and roll right now.
Well, I have something for rock and roll.
Assume that you have other things to talk about, and they may or may not be on my list, so you can wait till I'm done.
All right.
Just saw a thing that says Levi Jeans says to stop washing your jeans.
Levi Jeans says, oh, I did that a long time ago. Pearl Jam announced a tour.
They will be in St. Paul on a Sunday. I don't remember the date.
I possibly would go to that.
Can we quickly just talk about why don't bands do the old-fashioned Friday, Saturday concerts?
Because
you gotta go everywhere.
Why on work nights?
It's probably cheaper for the venues to book them on non-traditional nights, and considering we listen to a dying genre, it's just the way we have to deal with it.
If you've ever listened to AC/DC, rock and roll will never die.
Rock and roll will never die. It will, however, transform. Right now, people are on shitty alternative rock, while I still listen to hard rock.
The alternative rock station in the Des Moines area fucking sucks.
Alternative rock generally sucks. It's what happens when you're founded by Nirvana. So
Nirvana is good, but they're just they've just been taken over by every other fucking person in the world and used for whatever means they want to use them.
And realistically, I blame the hipsters. All the people that are like, here's an alternative rock band that I bet you've never heard of. I haven't heard of them because they suck. I'm sorry.
They're so underground, you just wouldn't understand.
And then I actually saw something else. Oh yeah. Jefferson's mentioning things to me not on the air because he thinks that's different. So Stone Sour has parted ways with guitarist Jim Root. Jim Root, who was in Stone Sour before he was in Slipknot, and one of the founding members of Stone Sour, maybe. But they've parted ways. He tweeted that he is no longer a part of the band, and he said, it's not my decision, and I'm not happy about it. So that could be fun.
Way to be a poor sport.
It could also...
he did have a righteous beard. It could also mean bad things for Stone Sour, or not Stone Sour, sorry. We're talking about Stone Sour. It could mean bad things for Slipknot. This is all speculation. None of this is actual news, but, I mean, Stone Sour recently parted, or Slipknot. Good thing this isn't radio or anything.
Yeah, live. We can edit that out.
So anyway, Slipknot recently has parted ways with their drummer, Scar the Martyr frontman, Joey Jordison, the one that has been flipped upside down more times than I'd be willing to count. And now, if there's bad blood between Jim Root and Corey Taylor, this could spell a whole ton of bad news for Slipknot. And in case you're really not caught up on Slipknot, I mean, it all started when their bassist Paul Gray died, just down the road from our Jefferson in Urbandale, Iowa.
Hey.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. I wasn't there at the time.
Yeah, you were.
No.
Murderer.
What year was that? That was a few years ago.
It was like 2005, maybe? I don't really want to Google it, so if any of you guys do. Well, unless anybody else has anything on the rock and roll front, I'm going to move on to other celebrities that more people know about. And I'm assuming more people know about them because most of these names I've never heard before.
By the way, it was 2010.
2010?
Yep.
That was plus or minus 5 years. It's okay. So we'll just start with the first news story that I clicked on. Kendra Wilkinson, no idea who that is, but recently had a child.
Wait, who?
Kendra Wilkinson.
Who?
Kendra Wilkinson.
Kendra. Hold on. Kendra Wilkinson.
Wilkinson.
The girl from The Girl Next Door, Kendra Wilkinson. Born June 12th, 1985 in San Diego, California.
I doubt it. She looks a lot older than 1985.
Really? There
Yeah.
wasn't one? No, this has got to be her.
Kendra Wilkinson.
No one can see these pictures, though, man.
So got to be her.
Yep, that's her. Okay, so Kendra
She's kind of hot.
Wilkinson recently had a child.
They have 2 children already.
Recently had a child.
I'm now a Kendra Wilkinson expert. Thank you.
Are you following me on
Yeah,
Twitter?
well, did you know this, that she thinks her child is a goddess?
Well, probably. I mean, look at her. She's pretty goddessy herself.
No, like legitimately.
Oh.
Named her child Elijah, spelled with an A, which means the Lord is my God.
Elijah's not a weird name, though.
It is if it's spelled with an A and a name of a girl, Jefferson.
And she'll never be starring in the real life Book of Eli. That was spelled E.
Yeah.
She's very hot though.
How are you spelling it? How is she spelling it?
With an A.
A-L-I-J-A-H.
With an I. A. That letter.
Right. No, I know what you're saying.
The Book of Eli with an E.
Selena Gomez is posting hot bikini pics.
Where?
While I mean, it's Selena Gomez in a bikini. I don't feel like they really needed to put hot in there. It's not like she's doing anything like
hideous.
Oh, was she doing it on her Twitter?
It was on Instagram. I don't know about Twitter. I don't tweet.
Well, I'm hip with it, and I am on the tweeters.
But you don't have an Instagram.
And no, I'm not a hipster.
But what this website says is important is the message she posted with it stuff. She said, "Taking my power back." She captioned the photo.
Oh yeah, that's totally on Twitter.
Wait to show you where I've been. I love y'all. P.S. Still obsessed over pickles. I don't know. I don't really know what kind of power she's taking back posting bikini pics.
I'd assume it's taking away from the paparazzi.
I was thinking taking the power away from Miley Cyrus. As she was blasted with whatever it is that she was sick with in the hospital for a while.
These are things I didn't know about.
Not that I'm complaining about the pics, but also not that I'm saying she's unattractive, but I probably wouldn't have cared either way if I had gone my entire life and she had never done anything like that. I personally find my life enhanced from this photo.
Well, that's celebrity news for you. It helps you or it hurts you.
I don't know where all my news stuff went.
Completely unimportant to your life.
Not really sure what the words have to do with anything, though.
What do you mean, words?
They can't wait to show you where I've been. I still obsess over pickles.
Pickles are delicious.
Yeah, but is Pickles a code name for her dog or something? I knew what you guys were thinking, but I didn't go there.
What, you mentioned what we're thinking?
why would I know? I'm still dumbfounded that you put me in charge of celebrity news.
You were on the panel. You had to have a job. And Jeff took weird news.
What about tech news? Why don't we do tech news?
Why don't we just do news?
We're not nerds.
I'm a
We're
nerd.
on a podcast.
Just Google some fucking news.
Okay, Rachel Bilson
Who?
hides her baby bump on the red carpet. I don't know. She was famous enough to be on the red carpet.
Why are you talking about all these prego chicks? What's her name?
Selena Gomez isn't pregnant.
Okay,
Neither was the other one because she just had her child. I mean, she might be pregnant, but it wasn't about her pregnancy.
All right. Rachel what?
Bilson.
Bill?
Bill. Son.
Bill. She was in Jumper. Oh,
Okay.
wait. She looks familiar. Was she in How I Met Your Mother?
I don't know, maybe.
She looks like that chick. That one chick.
I don't know, maybe.
She was. She was Cindy. She was the one that Ted dated for a little while, and then the one that the mother was roommates with.
Oh, okay.
I'm here to keep this all together and make sure we know who these celebs are.
I wouldn't know even if you told me.
A lot of celebrities are in France for what they are calling the Kim Ye wedding, which is Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. If anyone was wondering.
No, not really.
Does it make me out of touch when the last celebrity name I actually knew was Brangelina?
Sure.
Or whatever they called him. Them?
Yeah, no, I think I'm kind of with you on that, too. I didn't know it continued to being a thing.
The Twilight Star says Bieber is all right, but, and I don't really want to click that one, so you guys are just going to have to live in suspense.
What?
There was something else, though. As soon as I find it, I will let you know what it was.
Was it dealing with a certain picture?
Yes, it was. I don't actually know what you said because I interrupted you. But Neil Patrick Harris.
No, it wasn't.
Favorite gay man. Sorry, George. He is releasing an Choose Your Own Adventure autobiography.
Choose Your Own Adventure autobiography.
Choose Your Own Adventure autobiography. Here we go. I have that page still up because I'm a smart man. He says, sick of deeply personal accounts written in the first person, seeking an exciting, interactive read that puts the you back in a autobiography.
Yes.
Look no further than Neil Patrick Harris. Choose Your Own Autobiography. In this revolutionary Joycian, I don't know what that means. Experiment in light celebrity narrative, actor, personality, carbon-based life form Neil Patrick Harris lets you, the reader, live his life. You will be born in New Mexico. You will get your big break at an acting camp. You will get into a bizarre confrontation outside a nightclub with actor Scott Caan. Even better, at a critical juncture of your life, you will choose how to proceed. You will decide whether to try out for Doogie Howser MD. You will decide whether to spend years struggling with your sexuality. You will decide what kind of caviar you want to eat on board Elton John's yacht. Choose correctly, you'll find fame, fortune, and true love. Choose incorrectly, and you'll find misery, heartbreak, and a guest stint on Celebrity Rehab with Dr. Drew. All this, plus magic trips, cocktail recipes, embarrassing pictures from your time as a child actor, and even a closing song. Yes, if you buy one book this year, congratulations on being above the American average. That's funny. But make that book Neil Patrick Harris, Choose Your Own Adventure, on sale October 14th, 2014.
I need 6 of them.
I really hope that one of the options is to be straight Neil Patrick Harris from Harold and Kumar. I don't. I was expecting more of a reaction to that.
Yeah.
I was trying to think, like, he got shot.
Well,
I haven't seen those movies I've only seen the first one, and that was a long time ago. The old White Castle adventure.
But yeah, he got shot. Spoiler, he got shot.
Didn't he die? I thought he died in that movie. And they came back because he does stuff.
I don't know. What else do I got for you? I had things. I promise I had things. I just didn't keep them organized.
The fans at home believe you. We believe you. Jefferson probably doesn't because he's a skeptic.
Fans at home.
Fans at home, yeah.
Korn's Brian Head Welch hospitalized in Russia.
Was he fallen on by a crocodile?
No, I think maybe he just got overloaded with Jesus.
That can happen.
Yeah. There was also an article in here about how he hates religion, but he loves Jesus. Okay, I guess. I feel like he probably just got back into drugs. That's what you get for rejoining Korn.
Drugs.
And corn.
And corn.
Chris Cornell says the Soundgarden's approach to the next album, it goes from 0 to 60 really fast. So, be excited for that.
Really tasty.
Everyone loves Soundgarden.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
He's an alright band.
Well, they're the founder. They're one of the founders of the grunge movement.
Yeah.
Which I know you don't like. Along with Nirvana and some guy, the band that you just talked about, Pearl Jam, and then there was another one. Type.
But that's all I've got for you guys.
You forgot the Batman Superman.
Oh, yeah. The poster released for Batman v Superman, and Jefferson can tell you about that because that link was lost probably close to an hour ago.
Oh, man. I couldn't find it. No, I can't. Oh, yeah, hey. The subtitle for the movie will be Dawn of Justice because they're just, it's just a movie leading into the Justice League, essentially, is what it sounds like.
Well,
but it's exciting, I guess.
It could be good.
It could be. I mean, it's gonna have Cyborg and Wonder Woman in the movie. I don't know if they're gonna round out the Justice League with like Green Lantern and Flash and stuff, but because I think they're replacing the Martian Manhunter with Cyborg.
That's dumb. Why would you?
Yeah.
Well, they're doing the Flash TV show.
Yeah, which looks really cool.
It does look really cool. The guy was pretty good when he appeared in Arrow. So.
The poster for Batman v Superman is kind of poorly done. I think it looks like they just split the background in half and then pasted it over on both sides. You're not going to understand what I'm saying because,
they will.
You're just I'm just a disembodied voice on your computer. But
if they visit our Facebook page and like it, it will be there. I'm
good.
sharing with them everything.
But you can see that there's sections of the I don't know what you call it, the wear on the steel is repeated over on both sides of the Batman Superman logo. So they kind of did a poor job.
Well, if anyone wanted my opinion, I really don't think DC is going to do well if they keep going the direction they've been going with movies. So.
If they could just get there. Well, it would be cool if they could bring in the Flash and Green Arrow because, Green Arrow's not really a cool Justice League character, but he's a cool character. in general.
He could do well in the current TV show character could do very well in the Justice League.
Justice League usually fights people like Superman villains.
Well, yeah, but he's been fighting Batman villains.
Yeah, that's true. Deathstroke and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, dun. Exciting.
Yeah. So yeah.
Is that all you got there, Trav?
Yeah, I said that was
running out of steam.
All like 20 minutes ago.
Struggling a little bit.
Yeah, pretty much.
What are we doing, man? You're supposed to lead us.
Lead?
I did
Not
lead.
you. No, Frank is supposed to lead.
I did lead. Travis was going. He didn't say he was done.
I did too.
He did.
No, you didn't. You didn't mean it.
It was on air. We can rewind and listen to it again.
It's already edited out. Google is on my side. Deal with it. Well, then, we shall move on to... Do we have a douchebag for the week? Do you guys got a douchebag? I feel like...
There's something about the VA not giving something. I didn't really look into it very well, but...
So, no, we don't have a douchebag, huh?
I'll find one. Don't worry.
Okay.
Not right now. Give me some time.
Okay, then. Then, instead of doing the douchebag for the moment, let's go into the Dace Man High Five. Which, since we've been talking a lot about music and all that jibber-jabber, figured it's only fitting if we do the top 5 albums that we all love and enjoy. So that's today's High Five.
Self 5 for the big dog.
So when it comes to my 5 top albums, there are so many that are your almost cliche, bands and their CDs. It's just great. I mean, you go in, you got your Bad Companies, Aerosmith, The Doors, like all that good stuff way back there. So what I want to bring to the table is my top 5 newer-esque bands, or maybe less known albums. So number 5, which this actually isn't as fitting to that what I just said, but their CDs have not left my CD player since I bought them a year ago. So my number 5 is Stone Sour, House and Golden Bones, Part 1 and 2. I'm combining them all to the same one, but just they are fantastic.
For anyone that hasn't heard those CDs, go buy them right now.
Right.
Buy the CDs, don't download them, because you get a cool CD case that transforms into a house.
It does, as long as you buy both of them, because it's
yes, buy both of them.
Yeah. Number 4, which these guys are the guys that were all the clips that I used today. So number 4 is Pop Evil, and their CD title is, if I can find it because I had it sitting here, but War of Angels. They have a couple good ones, like 2, but I really like this one. It's one that was easier to listen all the way through repeatedly over and over. Maybe that's just me, but I really like that one.
It's a good one.
It is.
I've been listening to Onyx, but that's because I don't own War of Angels. So.
And Onyx is really, 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 really good too.
Spotify.
So really, the only reason that this is number 4 as opposed to Onyx is because, well, it's the one that I use the clips from. So it's much more fitting that way. If you really enjoyed the intro, it's off that CD. So go buy the CD, support them. They are great. Great in concert, great in everything. Anyway, number 3, and it's actually a completely different type of genre, pretty much, but it's Mumford & Sons. And the CD Babel. Actually, both their CDs that I have, Sigh No More and Babel, are both really good. So I'm not doing too good on this whole album thing, but just going on band thing, I guess. But it's a slower, mellow tune, but it's really good for, like, you're in the car just cruising, just relaxing, you turn it on, and you just relax, chill. It's good stuff. Number 2 And the only reason they're actually number 2 is because I forgot that I was going to say them earlier. And I know you two guys aren't a big fan of them, but Hurt and the CD's Volume 2. I will have to admit you have to be at a certain down point in your life to really appreciate the CD because it's very dark. But it's dark in such a fantastic way that I just can't love it.
He is currently asking for money to help him produce new music.
He's currently asking for money so they can get a warehouse so they can record and produce their music.
Because, I saw that. Long
story short, they did away with record labels and all that jack because of what crap they had to go through and bull crap, blah, blah. I don't know all the details, but the summary is they did away with professional record labels more or less and started doing their own personal thing. That way they can keep their music theirs.
They should go on tour. Trapped did the same thing.
So, and that's why he's asking for money, because he wants to continue doing that. And I'm sure with a lot of stuff that they do, touring and all that, the money that they've been making probably just continues to flow on to continue touring and not so much into producing new music. So, there's that. I guess they have a help page somewhere if you want to help them out. I'm sure Google it.
It's probably a Kickstarter.
No, he did like a PayPal thing, but everyone told him that he should do a Kickstarter.
Blue Mountain State made their Kickstarter, by the way. That's exciting.
Did they?
Yeah.
Good. I mean, if he had a Kickstarter, I like them enough that I probably would donate a little bit, but I'm a little weary about donating to a PayPal account.
Yeah. Same, just in case if somehow it wasn't really him, he's right now not actually able to get to his Facebook page. It's all a lie. You never really know.
Yeah. Yep.
But anyway, my number 1, and the reason it's number 1 is because I doubt almost anybody's ever heard of these guys, and when I saw them in concert and actually discovered them, they blew me away. So they're my number 1. It's New Medicine, and I wish I had the album name up. It's the only album that they actually have anyway, so it's not like it's going to be hard to decide which one it is. But they are a Minneapolis-based band.
The album is called Race You to the Bottom.
Thank you, Jeff.
And it's wonderful.
It is. It's great all the way through. And the weird thing is they've toured with a lot of big names, like Avenged Sevenfold, Stone Sour even.
Saliva, if you want to count them.
No, I
They had big songs once, kind of.
But yeah,
singer ago.
Yeah, that's kind of the kicker. But Race You to the Bottom, it was released in 2010, and they haven't done anything else since that I'm aware of. And I don't know if it's just because they don't have enough support or what. And now that I just actually got the wiki page to come up, they've actually been working on a new album. Odd that I'm talking about this now. As of November 28th of last year, it should be released in the spring of this year. So that could be news that's coming soon, oddly enough. Go them.
Eventually. I'm on their website and they don't got shit, but...
But anyway, that is my top 5 albums that I feel like promoting today. Because there's so many more, but I have over 300 CDs. I could go on to probably each one and explain why it's awesome. So, those are the 5 I chose. Jefferson, this is your idea, so you're next. What do you got?
All right. I don't have a particular order for these because, like you were saying, it's really hard to pick just 5. However, I have managed to make a list, and here we go. The first album I will mention is by Avenged Sevenfold, called Nightmare. It is a great, great album. The first 5 songs are fantastic.
I think the self-titled one was better as a full album.
I really like the sound of Nightmare.
I'm just saying overall, like, as an entirety, the entire...
This isn't your list. This isn't your list.
Yeah, you were critiquing everything else we did. It's my time to throw some knocks at you, boy.
I don't think so.
Fine, continue.
All right, fine. We'll move off of them.
Dumb choice. Oh, sorry. Too soon. Go on.
I like it. It's a good album.
I really liked Waking the Fallen.
I'm not saying it's a bad album. I'm just saying as a whole album, the entirety of it.
Well, Yeah, the last half of the album isn't the greatest, but the first half is fantastic. And
Okay, let's all agree they are a great band and should continue to have our support, yes?
I guess I could.
All right.
Fine, I will change it. It's gone.
Just ended it with agreement.
And for those of you that have not seen them in concert, do it now. Sorry, guys, but do it now.
All right, I'm already there.
Anyway, Mother, Machine Head by Deep Purple. Chances are, if you've heard a Deep Purple song, it was on this album, essentially.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it has practically all their hits. Great album. Great list, like 8 songs, I believe, of just pure listens. Yeah, pure awesome, essentially.
I like pure listens better.
Pure listening enjoyment. Smoke on the Water, Highway Star, maybe I'm a Leo. Basically, again, any Deep Purple song you've ever heard of. My third album is by an artist named Andrew Bird, and it's called Armchair Apocrypha. I don't know how to pronounce it, but he's a cool, mellow guy. I know you guys don't listen to him, or probably not heard of him, but he does a lot of experimental music. Well, experimental, with my fingers doing the motion. But he's really, it's a really enjoyable album. I think it's just basically something I can put on. It's mellow. I can listen through it the entire time, but it's still catchy enough where I can identify each of the songs. So. Number 4 or 5 or 3, compare if you want to get rid of Nightmare. Tommy by The Who.
Good choice.
Indeed. I know it is the basically original rock opera. It has a lot of their greatest songs, but a lot of songs a lot of people have never heard of, and they should. It flows together as a big story, telling
Which is
a story
why they made a movie.
Yeah, the deaf, dumb, and blind kid, Tommy. With the highs and lows. It's just a very good, rock operas are great, and this is the granddaddy of them all, and probably one of the Who's most popular albums, but fantastic work.
Yes.
And I suppose, finally, since we'll count like that,
stick to your guns, Jeff.
My last album is Pink Floyd's Animals. I was going to say The Wall, because I love The Wall. In fact, I probably love The Wall more than Animals, but I will stick to my guns with Animals. It's one of those albums where you need to sit down and listen to the entire thing. It's not full of radio hits, basically. It's 15-minute songs of fucking awesome. Even though Dogs is a little long. But Sheep and Pigs, it's kind of like a musical version of George Orwell's, I think that's his name, Animal Farm. So it's cool, almost a history lesson while you're rocking out or getting high, I suppose, since that's the prevailing thought with Pink Floyd.
We'll go with rocking out, not condoning drug use. Unless you want to be a hacker, then I guess so.
Well, I do, and I will listen to Pink Floyd while getting high, that I don't do, but anyway, that would be 5, I suppose.
Okay. That was a good suppose 5. Travis, did we give you enough time to muster up 5?
Yes. All right, so we're going to start with number 5. Dude Ranch by Blink-182. It was their 1997 release, and it's what broke them into fame. And then they burst even further into fame when they got rid of Scott Rayner and got Travis Barker with Enema of the State, which was also a fantastic CD. But we're going to stick with Dude Ranch because it had some of my favorite songs of all time on it, including Damn It. Just overall a good, fun CD. And yes, I did do that to slightly spite the anti-Blink-182 conversation that happened a couple of weeks ago. But also because while I don't listen to them near enough anymore, they are a band that has stood the test of time with me, and I will still listen to them at any given chance. Number 4, we're going to go with Waking the Fallen from Avenged Sevenfold. I will say that Nightmare is a fantastic CD, and so is the self-titled album. But once you've seen how they close with songs from Waking the Fallen and City of Evil, you'll want to go back and listen to those CDs until you have a new appreciation for them. Overall, they're a fantastic band, and I recommend checking them out at any opportunity you could possibly muster up. I have personally seen them 3 times and would go again in a heartbeat. So then we're going to move on to number 3, which I'm going to take Frank's House of Golden Bones, Part 1 and Part 2, combining those two from Stone Sour. Fantastic CDs. They tell a story. He went all out with this. He did comic books, and I think they did like a sort of movie thing that must have flopped because I haven't heard too much about it. Number 2, we're going to go with I can't actually think of the name of the CD right now. I can tell you all of the songs on it.
Something by 9 Inch Nails.
Disclaimer 2 by Seether.
Good choice.
Fantastic band. And if you want to check that band out, don't look any further than Disclaimer. Not to say that you shouldn't listen to anything but Disclaimer, but if you listen to Disclaimer and you don't like that, there's no point in looking any further, because that's the best CD you will ever get from them. And then I'm going to finish off with, even though there are so many more CDs that if I had prior thinking time I probably would have come up with, but I'm going to finish off by saying Follow the Leader from Korn. Not that I would necessarily put that at number 1, but I did want to put it on the list because it is a very good CD. Second to their self-titled album. Or not second to their self-titled album, but closely matched by their self-titled album.
Just, they were very good a while ago.
They were very good a while ago.
All right, that will conclude the Dace Man's High Five.
Self-five for the big dog.
So the big question is, Jeff, did you drum up a douchebag?
Apparently eBay was hacked and all your passwords are at risk, so we should change them.
Oh, good.
So that could be a douchebag. Yeah, I didn't really find nothing.
All right, that'll work. Just give me a minute.
Hot smoking eBay hacker.
You're a douchebag.
Whoever hacked eBay, you son of a bitch. Yeah, crap, I ran out of steam.
Hot smoker.
I have to change my password now.
You stupid stud. I have to change my password. Do you know how hard it is to come up with a new password and actually remember it again and again, even though Chrome will remember it for me? But then when I switch computers, I have to re-remember it again, and then it's a big hassle or anything like that. Not to mention, you could be out buying Asian porn with my money that I'm working very hard for and don't have a whole lot of, and you're buying Asian porn, you pot-smoking idiot. But no, somehow you decided you wanted to hack eBay because you needed something to do instead of donating your time to go, I don't know, screw a goat or something. So stop
government
being stupid and get a real job, hippie.
You're a douchebag. Douchebag.
Yeah, that works.
Well, you got pissed.
Kinda.
Yeah.
I mean, give it like if I go to my eBay account and find out I was hacked, I'll have to come back on air and be really pissed. But till then. I suppose it's time to do a round of plugs if you guys have anything to plug. Even though you're not pluggy.
We're not TV celebrities.
Right. But anyway, Jeff, is there anything you'd like to plug, talk about, give a shout out to?
Why do you always start out with me?
Say hi to Mom. I'm sure your mom listens.
Yeah.
Quality family entertainment.
Totally. Well, I don't really have anything to plug. There's a cool website I go to. It's called Ninite. It's basically a one-stop shop for all your installation needs. You can pick and choose from a variety of apps for your computer. And, like, Chrome, Firefox, like they got security options, developer tools, messaging, media, runtimes, a variety of things, and you can pick and choose what you want. Get the installer, and it will install it for you without going through the hassle of saying, no, I don't want the Bing bar, and no, I don't want Yahoo to be my search engine, you fucker. So it's pretty cool, and you should all use it, or not, whatever, I don't give a fuck what you do, but I think it's pretty cool. That concludes my plug.
All right, well plugged. Travis, anything you want to talk about?
I guess, even though they don't need any advertisement because they have way more money than I do, currently the Rockstar Mayhem Tour sports 2 of the 5 bands on my top 5, so Korn and Avenged Sevenfold. The rest of the lineup sucks, so be prepared for that, but coming to a city near you, I guess.
Is that the one that's got, like, Five Finger Death Punch headlining? No.
Nope, the headliners are Avenged Sevenfold and Korn. It's a one-day festival.
Oh, it's not the 3-day.
Yeah. The rest of the lineup is, like, Asking Alexandria and, like, dumb stuff.
Well, go for the headlines.
Go for the headlines. It'll be worth it. I promise.
Seal of approval.
All right, then. Suppose it's my turn. So make sure that you come out to their booth. I won't actually be there, but Gibby and Dace will be there. Too Many Games, June 27th, that is, 27th. June 27th through the 29th. They got a booth. They'll be hanging out, shaking hands, kissing babies, or whatever it is they're going to be doing. I can't vouch for Gibby. He might get arrested. But they will be there. Make sure you come and check them out. Also, send Gibby an email, or probably somebody else who's going to end up checking it before he gets there, to thedacemanshow@gmail.com. Also, we are kind of working on the website still. Right, guys? How's it going? Good?
No. We'll
what
get
are we
there.
supposed to be doing again?
I've got stuff going on. I just got really distracted with the new job. But I've got a 3-day weekend this weekend that I should be able to get you something substantial.
All right, so the website will be moving on any day now, maybe next month. And it's going to happen. Just keep checking it out. It's thedacemanshow.com. I know it's a long name, but I think you guys can handle it. Or just favorite it, put in your bookmarks, then it's there forever. Then you can visit it, check it out. There's a lovely place there if you want to send us an email on anything you'd like us to cover in the show, talk about, anything like that. We're open to all suggestions.
And if you want to put in a suggestion to get me on the show more often, you can do that.
You can if you want to put in a suggestion that we should put Jefferson on billboards. We'll look into it.
I guarantee that you would be happy with the result of that suggestion, so just put that one in.
Do I get a say in that? Because I would suggest opposite of that.
Nope.
I would see Travis on the show. Travis is a good...
If you guys have seen his eyes, you would know the happiness and joy of looking into an ocean filled with dolphins. And you would want his face on billboards. In fact, I think I might start a Kickstarter.
We should just put, like, a 2-headed man with the Dace Man and Jefferson. I was going to say that Jefferson should be the face of the Dace Man, but that doesn't really make sense at all. So, 2-headed dragon.
But every show needs a mascot. Jefferson could be our mascot.
Jefferson could be our mascot.
And this concludes the final appearance of me on the Dace Man Show.
Kickstarter for billboards for the Dace Man Show featuring Jefferson Brown.
Yeah, send me money. I'll get on it.
No, send Frank money.
No.
Because I know that Frank will actually put them into the billboards. So
that's not
work
true.
on that.
That's not true at all.
Okay. Otherwise, check us out on Facebook. We have a Facebook group there. Check out the Dace Man on Twitter. Or if you can find me on Twitter, go for it. There's actually a link to my Twitter on the website, but I'm not going to give it to you without you going to the website. Or if you want to stalk me on Facebook, that's cool. I can use more friends.
I'll do it for them.
But otherwise, this concludes another fantastic episode of the Dace Man Show. There's all sorts of taglines that he says to leave, but I don't have any, so I'm out. See you next week.
Peace out, everybody.
Gotta click the button twice. Like, are you sure you want to end? I don't know. I'm having a good time.
I bet they want to end.
Do they?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you haven't got a caller in about 2 hours, so.
Hey, we still had one. We're not talking about this anymore. This is the end of the show. Good night.